Okay, good morning to everyone. Welcome to the Participant App webinar. So I will now going to start the presentation. Today, the presenters are me, Luca Galli, EMEA Marketing Manager Conference, and Jeroen de Graauw, that is the application specialist for the conference business. The idea is, of course, to guide you in these 30 minutes, just to introduce you the concept and main features and benefits about the new DICENTIS Participant App. The topics we will manage are the introduction, the key benefits, a system overview, how to install the app, a demo. I hope we will have time also to do a demo because we are quite strict in the time, and Q&A. I would also concentrate on Q&A if you want to deep dive a little more about the Participant App topic. We introduced the Participant App during ISE 2024, the first time, and we did the official introduction to ISE in Barcelona this year. So with, let me say, the final version of the Participant App, and why we worked to develop such an application, because if we look to market trends, we see that the visual content is more and more important in the meetings. Currently, you know, we have video streams that needs to be used to show facial expression of all active speakers, the meeting data in order to stay focused on the topics that are discussed. So the meeting data are quite important. And of course, it's important to have an instant access to all the documents supporting the meeting, as also for the multimedia content. All these elements, you know, are crucial, you know, to enforce the conveyed message. And in the end, we see that the screen size has now become an important topic. One of the pain points sometimes about the so-called screen size is the fact that in relation with the needs that end user have, sometimes they are locked to a specific screen size that is provided by the conference manufacturer. So our idea was to get you free from the screen size, so you can use the screen, let me say, you like the most or you need the most, looking at the type of content you need to share, because if it's only video, maybe you need a certain type of screen, but if you need more context and content, of course, you have to grow. So the idea was to develop the meeting participant app in order also to introduce the bring your own device concept. So currently, this is the first step in the future, let me say, of conference. So going on, currently the solution is thought, you know, to enhance the meeting experience by using the Participant App together with the DICENTIS ecosystem. So the DICENTIS Participant App is fully integrated in the DICENTIS ecosystem. Meeting data, multimedia content, and additional control are delivered through the Participant App, and in order to install the Participant App today, you need an Android device. So we are speaking about a standard Android tablet that needs, of course, to fulfill some basic requirements in terms of performance, is seamlessly linked with the DICENTIS conference devices. So as you can see in this picture, this is an example. So you have your own conference device, then you have the Participant App, and you can operate, as an example, the microphone by acting on the button of the microphone or on the button of the Participant App. Currently, we are able to manage up to 300 Participant App in a system, but of course we are working to get more Participant App available in the future in the same system. If we look to the key benefits, of course, we have at least 5 pillars we have to consider. The first one is flexible by design, means that the app is bringing a lot of flexibility in, as already mentioned, in your system design, because you can add, you know, the screen size and type you need the most. If you visited us at ISE, it was not really a joke, but we used the participant tab on a 55-inch touch display. It was a standard monitor of 55-inch equipped with an Android box. So in that case, we had really huge participant app panel. And of course, by providing, you know, video content and also a backup about the usage of the delegate unit, I mean the button, the microphone button, the voting, then you have an enriched meeting experience. You have the second point of control, as mentioned, because you can control your conference device from both the physical unit and the participant app. Ease of management is really straightforward, the user interface. We use the same interface as we use for the hybrid meetings, so very easy to use and understand, and means that we deliver exactly what you need, what suits you in terms of needs and also user experience. As mentioned, if we look from flexible by design perspective, the native app runs on standard off-the-shelf Android tablets. Again, it's not only a matter of Android tablets, because you can use every Android box also that can be connected to a touchscreen monitor. So you have two different ways, the standard tablet or even bigger display. As an example, can be easily integrated in third-party special units like the one from Arthur Holm or Element One. Android device is linked with the DICENTIS conference device to act as a single participant position. So if I look here, the participant tab, if we link the participant tab to these units, then the system is managing the two elements as a single delegate or participant position. Very easy to operate and also to manage. There is only one-time registration needed that is done by the technician for security purpose. So the link between the participant app and the device is you need to do it only one in the system. And when the delegate is logging in, it's quite easy, because he only needs to log in with the standard, let me say, procedure that is required by DICENTIS. So as an example, with the card, by swiping the card on the unit, and supports both fixed and free seating. What does it mean? Means that if the participant is assigned to a specific position, he can log in only in that specific position. If he wants to log in a different position, he cannot get in. And the free seating is exactly the other way around. So the participant is not assigned to a specific position, but he can log in on the unit he likes the most. And in this case, when you log in the selected seat, of course, the delegate unit is activated and recognize the delegate, and the participant tab the same, because it's linked. So easy and straightforward. As already mentioned, the app can run on Android boxes that can connect it to any touchscreen. I would like to speak a little more about this, because in this case, as already mentioned, you can create your own custom delegate units also by using third-party motorized screen. I already mentioned, you know, Arthur Holm and Element One, but those are two. But every, you know, custom solution can be at this point used, because you only need, as an example, the modules from the flash modules from DICENTIS with a flash-based device, an Android panel, so an Android touchscreen. It can also be not a touchscreen, but managed through a mouse, of course. The important is that there is an Android box or an Android device, I mean an Android tablet in the system, and you can create your delegate unit, resulting in extra flexibility, convenience, and you really can create customized setup depending on the needs and also the architectural design of the room. Here, if you look to the enriched meeting experience, you have an overview about the participant tab screen. As you can see, is very, very easy, and it's quite easy also to read, because on the right side in the bottom, you have the request to speak button. That is the buffer. You can use it as an alternative to the physical button. And in this case, as an example, there is a voting, so you can also cast a vote here. You can cast a vote either here or on the delegate unit, so it's up to you. And on the upper left side, you have the different elements of the meeting, like voting, the participants, the agenda, and the meeting link to the documents. In a nutshell, you have streams of active speakers, you have a speaker and waiting list, the agenda points, documents linked to agenda points, present list, voting related information, and presentation stream. And as I already mentioned, this user experience, this GUI, graphic user interface, is the same also used in hybrid, and in hybrid, as an extra functionality, you can select the interpretation channel. One of the elements I already mentioned is that the participant tab is also providing redundancy for critical feature like request to speak and cast votes. So also here, as mentioned, since you can operate in both the delegate units or the participant tab, the voting and request to speak, is a redundancy, but it's also something that, as an example, a delegate that is used to work with digital equipment can fully use the participant tab as a delegate unit, or maybe someone else like me that I'm a little more aged, maybe I can prefer to use my delegate units button. This is up to the user. But again, the important is that you can have redundancy because they are both working in the same time. So, okay. And looking at the ease of management, is a simple management, of course, is an important element. And the DICENTIS Participant tab enables each department to be future-proof. Why? Because, as an example, if the room is managed by an IT department, then maybe they have to replace the devices like the tablets in a periodic way because they take by leasing or something like this, and so it's quite easy to replace the tablet, the Android elements, and you always have the latest Android security updates because of course the participant app is evolving with also the latest Android release. One of the questions could be if an iPad OS will be available. Yes, we are working on it. So we will release hopefully soon the iOS version in order to maximize the freedom of choice for customers. We will stay with Android and iPad OS because on Windows we already have the meeting application that can be used in the system to get the full control of the system. How we deliver, the participant app, looking at our license planning. Usually I would like to spend, I would like to spend a couple of words about our license plans. And the idea, is to get a little deep dive on this topic. Currently, we have a perpetual license that are the licenses that you buy as a permanent ownership. And Then you have also the professional plan that is including subscription or prepaid. This professional plan means that you have an yearly automatic renewal in case of subscription, or an yearly manual renewal if you go with prepaid. So this is the subscription side, and this is the perpetual side. If you go with perpetual, so you buy your own license, you have the one participant app included. Means, as an example, if you buy 10 licenses, 10 delegate licenses, one participant app is included. If you need more participant app, you have to buy the add-on participant app. So the DCNM LPAPPE, this is the code of the license. And just to provide you a real case, if you have 10 delegates, one is already included, and then you have to buy 9 participant app in order to be able to provide all the delegates with the participant app. With the professional subscription, the participant app is included. So if you buy 10 licenses, premium or ultimate, depending on the package of functionalities you need, the participant app is always included. So here, if you have 10 delegates, you have to buy 10 of these or 10 of these, either this or this. I hope that this is clear. So you only have to select the best option, looking at the desired feature set, the number of participants, and the required add-on services. It's easy and straightforward. Looking at the system overview.
Shall I take over here, Luca?
Yes, I would like to ask Jeroen to take over, and he will explain from technical point of view how does it works. So the stage is yours.
Okay, so system overview. Let's look how a system is built up, and put this a little bit away in the corner. So as mentioned several times, the participant app is an add-on to the existing DICENTIS system. And so you know it from the past, where you had a server, an APS as 2 core elements, 2 mandatory elements, with your additional power supplies, PSs, and your discussion devices, maybe even iDesks, cameras, whatever. Well, the tablets or the P apps that we're talking about, could be a tablet, could be an Android box indeed with an external touchscreen, need to be connected into that same network environment. So in order to make it work, the tablet has to be connected to the network. Well, in this picture you see basically a block diagram how that would look like. So we have taken an layer 2 Ethernet switch, which means let's say a managed switch. We can adapt the configuration as such that the we can do some traffic shaping, data filtering, those kind of things. That's why it also mentions here IGMP snooping, and I will explain the reason why you need this. So looking to the basic setup, we have a server connected to the switch. We have the APS, the audio processing and powering switch, connected to the same layer 2 switch. Our discussion devices are connected to the APS. So we use the Bosch cable for that to create these daisy chain buses from one device into the other. And then we have several devices here connected, and these devices are all running the P app. In this case, 2 Android boxes and 2 tablets. For the Android boxes, typically it's quite simple. These have network connection, and a wired network connection, so you can plug it into the network quite easily. For the tablets, of course, everybody uses the tablet as a mobile device, which means connected to Wi-Fi or 4G or whatever. But in this application, you do need to have a wired Ethernet connection, and in order to achieve that, you need a converter, an Ethernet to USB converter, in this typically nowadays USB-C, of course, as a format for the connector. But that's what you see here in orange. So this orange block is nothing more than a converter that converts the USB-C from the tablet into Ethernet and back again. Over that channel, it will communicate. For the rest, we have two cameras, also part, of course, of the standard DICENTIS functionality to do camera control, and that the camera images can be displayed on these Android devices as well, on the PAPs as well. So we'll show that later. There was one question already in the chat that I can answer. Does the tablet always goes together with a device? And the answer is yes. The PAP offers a set of functionality, but what it doesn't provide is audio. So the discussion functionality from a conference system, which is in 90% the case why you would buy a conference system, of course, is within the DICENTIS discussion device. So you link it together, and that gives you the full-blown conference environment. So audio on a DICENTIS discussion device, maybe voting through that channel, and on the tablet you can look at the video screens, but you can also do voting. You can see the meeting content, etc., etc.
Yeah. So the answer is yes. The app only works in combination with a delegate unit.
Yeah, correct. Let me see if I can. So let's look how to install the app. Currently, like Luca already mentioned, it's Android only, and there are actually two ways of installing the app. On a standard DICENTIS installation, once you install the software, a so-called APK file will be available, and this file can be downloaded on your tablet and can be installed. There are situations where this is convenient because sometimes a device's tablet is managed by an organization and as such not connected to the Google Play Store. Sometimes certain countries don't even have access to the Google Play Store, and so there can be different reasons why you would like to use APK files. There is a separate video on this, and we can put a link in the chat as well to share it with you, to how to go through this process. Because you need to do something on your tablet, you need to put it in temporarily. You have to put it in a kind of special mode that allows you to install APK files. Of course, the most convenient way nowadays is the Google Play Store itself. So if your tablet is connected to the internet, if you have a Google account on the tablet, you can go to the Play Store, and in the Play Store you can just search for the DICENTIS Participant app, and then it pops up, and basically you can install it from there as well. And so there are two different options how to get hold of the application and how to install it. Well, let's do a brief demonstration. I'm just tracking time here.
Yeah, we are more or less on track.
Yeah. I need to stop my PowerPoint now, so I do that currently. Share you a different screen. Share. I simply share my complete screen. I think that's more convenient and easier to manage. Now you see my PowerPoint again. Yeah. Okay, so how to configure? Well, if we look to the meeting application, at first glance, there's not much difference than what we had before. So we have basically all these tiles on the home screen, but the real magic happens in the configure page. Well, inside the configure page, we have the so-called seats and devices. Let me make one more change here. Get rid of this quickly, and then start it from there. So inside the meeting application, we have, of course, seats and devices. And typically, you have a list with your seats. So the actual discussion devices inside the system. So I have only 2 devices connected here, seat number 1, seat number 2. But I also have the meeting application software, and there's the web client running to host our synoptic microphone control pages. Okay. The new thing about the P app is that there is a submenu here for the participant app. And this basically tells you, okay, this is where you manage or register your tablets that are running the participant app. Well, you see here that I have in my situation 6 licenses to run a P app. There's 1 device registered, but no devices connected. So the situation, to give you a little bit of insight in that, is that I have everything set up here, but I didn't start the app yet on the tablet. So what I can do, I can show you the tablet as well. So this is the tablet, and the app is already installed. So I took the liberty of preparing that. So the app is there, and if I start the app, it will connect and then go back to the system again. You see now the connected apps is increased from 0 to 1. Well, that's basically a great thing. On the tablet, you see now that I need to link a user. Well, you don't need to link a user. This is depending on whether you want to have fixed seating or free seating. So do you want to link this particular tablet to a seat, or do you want to link the tablet to a participant? There are actually the 2 options you have. And well, if we take the first option to link it to a seat, then it's quite easy. I go to seats and devices. I have my participant app here at the right-hand side of the screen. So over there, I see my participant app, and I can just select the seat to which I want to connect, want to assign this app to. So I'll take seat 1 here. I select the app and I say assign to seat. So in this case, bring it back to the camera, the app automatically is linked to seat number 1. You see that in the top right of the video. Yeah, I'm not using I cannot zoom in, it's a fixed webcam, but this is basic linking. And if I now switch on seat number 1 on the physical device, then you see that I did that. But also on the app, you see that the environment shows you that you are actually talking, and other way around, I can stop speaking there, and then the actual microphone is also switched off. And so it links the discussion device with the app environment. So that is one option. In this option, that's the most basic one, but it would be really considered a fixed application. The other option would be, of course, if I say here unassign device from seat, the other option is, of course, that I'm not linking it. And then if we check the screen of the device now, it will ask me again to link a user. And I can do that. So I have a user created, a participant created inside the system. And I linked it now to Lily. You see it here at the top right. So Lily is currently the user of, maybe the owner of the tablet. But in case you want to use it as this, in this particular way, you need to have a meeting. And of course, I also did my preparation there. So I created a meeting in which Lily is taken part of. The only thing I need to do right now is to activate this particular meeting. So demonstration P app, activate. Well, this meeting is now currently started. So again, if we go back to the webcam on the tablet, I see if I can bring it a little bit more into focus. I switched off the lights, and that's why you see the grainy image, but it was more to prevent the reflections. But what you see now is we have a meeting here, demo P app, that's the meeting name. And for the rest, you are instructed on the app, please to go to any seat and follow the instructions to join. Well, if I bring the webcam here to a seat, for example, to this one, I take this one, it's a little bit closer for me. So I set up this meeting to use an NFC card. So I took, in my meeting configuration, I basically configured it as such that to identify my participants, I will use NFC cards. Well, I have a card here. And if I swipe the card, then I log in as Lily Higgins. It's a little bit difficult to see. Maybe if I play a little bit of the brightness setting, like that. But you see Lily Higgins logged in. At the same time, also here on the app, I'm logged also in as Lily. I cannot show you both situations, but if I log off from the discussion device right now, log off, it logs me off from the app. If I log on onto the other device, I can bring it into the image like this. So I can take the card from Lily again, go to a different position. Sorry, wrong card. Go to a different position, log in as Lily, and again, the app is activated again. And this gives you flexibility in terms of taking part in meetings and sitting wherever you like. And again, the same story, if I switch on my microphone there, the actual microphone switches on here, and vice versa. If I switch it off on the device, also the app follows. Well, for the rest in the app, we can go into the agenda topics, and it's a simple, very basic, simple agenda I created, meeting I created. So there's only the short description, demonstration with NFC, but if you would add agendas to your meeting and stuff like that, everything would be available. I can check the participants, so I can currently see who's where, who's should be joining the meeting. So everyone that is visible here in the screen, either present or absent, was expected. And of course, you can see who is who's currently present. For now, only Lily, but now Yang Fang also joins. And then, of course, voting. Voting screen here is not activated yet, but let me start a voting round on the actual operation side, the meeting application. So votings, let's do a ready to vote. And I will open the round. What you see now in the camera image is that the tablet and the device both give you the option to vote. So I can cast a vote here for Lily, and I can change it there to something else, because these two are linked. It's one single participant, it's one single position. So whether I cast a vote there or there, it's all possible. This also gives you the possibility, of course, to take a P app and a discuss only device, because then you use the discuss only device for the audio, and everything else is managed here on the participant app. Okay, so you can then still, although the discussion device doesn't support voting functionality, you can still go for the voting feature by means of using the app. Well, let me vote in favor here on the second seat, and then in the meeting application I can close the meeting, close the voting round, accept. And then here also you see the statuses. So with sorry, switch on the camera, go back to the camera. So here you see also the statuses. So there are a few stages there, and we are basically guiding you through all the stages until acceptance of the vote. So very useful environment. Different interface languages. So English is the default for the demo, but I can select one of these languages which are there. Let's take German. and that gives you a German interface with meeting, Tagesordnung, Teilnehmer, etc. Okay, are there any questions in the meantime, Luca, about either the setup or the
no
demo?
questions.
Okay.
No questions.
Good. Then let me go back to the presentation, because in my opinion, this is basically covering the features that we have today. So back to you. Oh, sorry. Wait, there's one question coming in right now. Do I understand?
Oh, yeah. Yes. No, is the same question as before. So do I understand correctly that the app only works in combination with delegate units? So you already answered this question, and yes, you understand correctly. So the participant app only works in combination with the delegate unit.
Yeah, I just. Okay, indeed. Good. So then the summary. So in the demo, I didn't show you all possibilities, but basically it's possible to use the P-app as well, to use it through a username and password or a PIN code, or through, as I demoed, through the conference device using an NFC card. And also there you have the flexibility of swiping your card or leaving your card on the card reader position, and as soon as you remove it, you're logged off from the meeting, meaning also that you log off from the P-app. So the feature set that we have available in DICENTIS also applies to the app environment. You can select your user interface language upon login. That's for the I think that's also for the for hybrid, Luca, because the
Yes.
as I showed you, it's basically a general setting where you can change the language. You see the list of present and absent as I demoed. You have your structured discussions with visual content of the active speakers, as you've seen in the demonstration as well, where the camera feed was basically distributed to the app. And still also here applies, you can use the power of the media gateway. You can make beautiful layouts with split screen, quad screens, whatever you want to create. That video stream is sent to the P-app and it's displayed there as well. Voting is there for fast discussion making. You can view your agenda points, and also one of the features in DICENTIS is that you can link documents to agenda points by hosting them on a website. That could be an intranet site, that could be something you create yourself, something local, just to share these documents. And these documents can then be downloaded and opened on the tablet as well. You can see presentation streams through the media gateway again. We support currently up to 300 participant apps in a single DICENTIS system, but this number will be increased in the future. Currently only supports wired Ethernet connections, and that's something I need to state again. And that has to do with the video distribution. So that's definitely that goes over multicast, and multicast on wireless is a very difficult combination. For the Android tablet or the Android device specification, the hardware specification, please check the datasheet. In the tablet world, it's really difficult to say, okay, you need this model, or you need this processor, or you need this or that. We have some statements in the datasheet, and if you follow that, it should be good. Well, I think currently the most commonly sold tablet out there is a Samsung Galaxy S series. So we have good experiences with the somewhat older S9, but also the S10 works perfectly. The one I used here in the demo is a Lenovo tablet, also works fine. So there's quite a broad scope of available devices.